Hello and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. Um, the first thing we're going to be doing today is this big building over here. I'm going to finish putting all the stone brick all the way to the top. But not for the sides and stuff, because again, that would be ridiculous. Probably do some of the sides. But there is one thing that I forgot to show in the last episode, and that is these walls here. I actually did these off camera a while ago, and I never got around to recording and showing them. But yeah, all I need to do now is just texture them with a bit of andesite and whatever, and it should look good. But yeah, this is a massive improvement over what it used to be. Because before, for example, like if I go in spec, like you used to just see the outside like this. Like obviously it's still hollow in here. I'll probably extend this side down some. But yeah, massive improvement. But yeah, I am going to get all my stone brick ready because I mined a ton of it. And then we're gonna finish this. In fact, let me show exactly how much I mined, and hopefully it will be enough. I'm still not 100% sure. But I have a full barrel full of stone brick now, and a full, or a 2/3 full barrel of stone bricks. So quite a bit. But yeah, let's go. All right, it is all finished. Completely to the top, all enclosed in. This took so long. I couldn't just do it all on a time lapse since I ran out of stone and stuff. But I have done a ton of work since this time lapse. For example, in the episode before we made this house, and I started working on the houses behind. So, for example, this one now kind of has a roof. It's not completely done yet, but it is a lot more close to being finished than it was before. I still need to do a couple more details on the sides and stuff. Maybe add like a pipe and things like that. But it now has a little interior. So we can get a villager in here one day, and he'll live in here. It'll be pretty cool. Soon this place will be actually habitable. I mean, for some reason, this guy's in here. I don't know how he got in here. Yeah, hopefully he'll like actually take up residence in one of these houses instead of like in that cobblestone hut. Another thing I've done is this area up here. So since I finished this place, the whole stone placing part of it, I have a pathway along here, and I got these little like kind of like little houses here. These will probably have beds in them just so that if villagers want to, they can sit in here. I want to have a lot of like opportunities for villagers to just live and like breed so that the zombies don't kill them all. This place will never be fully safe for villagers. Like that's never gonna happen. So I just need the birth rate to be higher than the death rate. But yeah, I've started putting houses on this area up here. Before, this was literally just a cobblestone wool placeholder, but now I replaced it with stone brick. It is a very weird thing, but I think it'll look good once I put in the bottom pillar, which you can see right over here. This is supposed to support it, but right now it is undetailed and stuff. And yeah, I have this area over here, and this will be kind of like, I guess you can imagine a port, but not really a port, because it's just going to be hauling stuff up from down here. I'm going to hopefully have wheat fields down here so that, you know, there's a source of food for this town. Where is this town getting its food? I mean, not from inside the town. There's just not enough warmth for plants to grow. So there needs to be a solution for that. And I think, you know, having things like that will make it feel a bit more like a real town. This area is starting to look pretty great. I fixed up all these pathways, so they're actually walkable now. I don't think villagers can walk on them, but I mean, that doesn't matter too much. They'll be up here. But yeah, I think what we're going to do today for the rest of the episode after that is probably do some more details on these houses. Like, this house is not mostly done in a way, but I mean, it's a decent way there. I just need like a roof here and maybe some texturing on these sides. And then I'll probably finish, or at least start on this one. This is going to be a hard house to design because nether brick and blackstone are kind of hard to build with. And not to mention it is in an awkward spot. Like, I don't know how I'm going to make this look good, considering it's like right next to these and it's really flat. So yeah, I mean, flatness is not good in Minecraft. What I can do though is add in some of the cracked nether brick and this black terracotta. Even though it looks brown, it is actually black terracotta. Very weird. I think I'm gonna put blackstone on this roof. So I'm gonna go get some of my materials and do that. I now have probably enough to do this roof. So recently with the roofs, or roofs, whatever you say, that I've been making, I've been getting away from the flat roofs. And for example, these are the ones I used to build, very flat. I mean, now I want to do more of this style right here, where they're curved and, you know, a lot more good looking, I guess. Because yeah, this is not great, and I'm going to be replacing the majority of all these flat roofs with the curved roofs, because they just look better, especially from far away and above. Like, from above, like, this just looks flat out bad. From below, it doesn't look horrible, and from the side, it doesn't look horrible, but from above, it looks really bad. So yeah, that's got to change. But that's gonna be a lot of work, just, you know, redoing like 20 or 30 roofs or something. Like, yeah, that's not gonna be fun. But yeah, basically what I do is I just spam these blocks around in a way that's like kind of starting to look like a roof. I mix in other materials later because I mean, it doesn't make sense to like try to make like texturize the roof while you're still working on the shape of it, I guess. And then I get some slabs sometimes and just place them along the edges here so that it, oh, that's bad, so that it kind of overhangs. And slabs are just nice as a half step. Yep, there we go. Then I normally like choose a spot to have a peak that's not really in the middle, because I mean, this roof can't have a middle point, unfortunately. Oh no, that's not good. Sometimes the vertical slabs are kind of annoying because they just place the way you are not expecting. And I think maybe one more right here. And then after that, what I do sometimes is I get the spruce trapdoors or whatever and place them like here, just to add in a bit of wood and different color. And yeah, even something that took like literally 1 minute can look so much better than the ugly flat roof. It's a massive difference. And I mean, it really doesn't take too much time, but I mean, you multiply that by like 50 other roofs that are different sizes and shapes, it does become a bit of a hassle, but I mean, I think it's worth it. I think the other thing I'll do is just cover this up. to give it a bit more depth. Yeah, I think that looks better. I might do that for the other side. Over here. Yeah, I would prefer some depth. I'm gonna like move these to the outside. Yeah, like that. I think I'll just cover this whole thing in spruce trapdoors. It just looks better, I think. All right, now that that's done, I guess we can look at it from over here. So for this side, I decided I'll just have like a bottom border because I don't want it to all be the exact same. One thing I can do is there's these little things called like supports or whatever, and for the sides that don't have the trapdoors, I can stick them up here. Let me make one. I have these things all over the other parts of my town. All right, I'll try dark oak first. Sometimes the contrast looks good, sometimes it doesn't. So I'll put one there, and then I'll put one here. I like the contrast sometimes because, I mean, if spruce wood is used like too much, it just kind of blends in. But yeah, I think that's pretty decent. And one other tiny detail I can do is vertical planks. I think, no, it's not like that. It's like that, yeah. For any side that doesn't have the trapdoors, these can provide a little bit extra detail. I always like them to be diagonal from each other or not right next to each other most of the time. Sometimes it can look fine, but probably put one right here. If I can break it, yeah. All right. Inventory management is harder every day, goodness. Honestly, that's a huge improvement. I kind of like this. The real question now is, do I put glass in these windows or something else? I'm leaning towards glass, but I don't know if I have any for now. For now, I'll just stick iron bars in here and then come back and replace these. This way, if a villager does live in here, baby zombies won't be able to get in. And plus, iron bars don't look too horrible here. Like, I might actually keep iron bars instead. Yeah, I mean, that might actually be better than glass. I'm not 100% sure. But I do like it with these iron blocks. For this thing, though, this is going to be way harder. Because, yeah, this ugly flat surface is ugly. Here, let me make a door first. All right, I accidentally made 6 doors because I forgot that they give you 3 per door somehow. Put a door there and a door here. And then I'll also need to actually... Should this be a dark oak door? I think it should. Oh, the zombies are probably breaking my town again. I kind of heard... Yeah. I hate that so much. Okay, let's see if we can actually see the door. Yeah, I like that. I think what would really tie it together is like... What? Which door are they breaking down? Ugh, so stupid. This is not good. My goodness, this place is infested. This is why I need a mob farm, like, to kind of bring some of the spawns away from the town. Because there's way too many here. I have to have my bed, like, up here so that I can actually sleep and be out of range, because there's almost always too many monsters on the ground level to sleep. I think that's nice. It's got a little balcony and everything. And what does it look like from over here? Wow. Okay, this rocket lasts way too long to actually see that. Alright. I think that looks pretty decent. This might be an actually really impossible thing to make look good. Like, I don't know of any real thing that I can put here to kind of fix this ugly mix of blocks. Aside from like redesigning the house. You know, I do have one idea. I mean, it probably won't look good, but I mean, it's better than the alternative, I think. Let's just see this. If I just did dark oak trapdoors surrounding this window. I mean, in my opinion, that looks better than if it was just flat right next to each other, and it does kind of, you know, add something else. I've been doing this for every one of these nether brick houses, just because there's not really a good corner block for nether brick, I guess. So you kind of have to just cover it up. In my opinion, corners that are just left with no detail or any sort of support kind of look ugly. So yeah, don't really want that. I'll just do that. It's kind of not great from this angle, but from any other angle it does, I think, look better with the two there. This is horrendous if you're trying to like actually live in here. It's ugly step down and everything. Yeah, I mean, that's not too horrible. I think now if I maybe put more, like, if I did a blackstone roof here and just kind of like hung it off the edge a bit, I think that could look better. Yeah, I mean, that's decent. Here, this will be polished. This will be polished, and this will be polished. Put that there. Yeah, that's a bit better. Honestly, I think maybe this should be almost like mostly polished, because I think it's a bit busy of a texture. Yeah, that's a bit better. Not perfect, but it is nicer looking. I'll take this one out too. Yeah, that already looks so much better than it was. I mean, there's no way to really make this look amazing, but again, this house is meant to be viewed from like over somewhere over here, right? Like you're not going to be looking at this thing close up most of the time. And from over here, it looks decent. Now I think we're going to need some trapdoors for the windows. For these up here, I think I'll do acacia. I think acacia goes good with the nether brick. Because, I mean, orange kind of goes good with this reddish pink brown color. I don't know. Alright, now that we got our materials, we can actually start doing some stuff here. I think the first thing I'm going to do is stick one of these here. I don't want these windows to stick out too much. Well, this one can, because it's got the trapdoors, giving it extra depth. Yeah, I like that. This one can go like that. Now these, I think I'll do this. Again, the two wide windows with trapdoors aren't my favorite, but again, something has to be done, and glass doesn't always look good in this town, so I mean, that's surprisingly decent. I think what we could use now are maybe like a piece of scaffolding to look like a table from the outside or something. Maybe a potted plant. Some little details like that. I think a furnace almost certainly has to go here and like just have a pipe go up. That would be cool. Okay, we can make black stone walls like that. That's good. Normally I use a stone cutter, so I don't really know. I think something like that could be nice. For this roof, I'm not sure what I'll do. It does look kind of plain. But I think, let's see. Let's try this. We'll take out these blocks. We'll get black terracotta and cracked nether bricks. This will make it look a lot less plain and boring, so okay, yeah, now from up top that actually looks fine. Yeah, I think I'll leave it as flat because, I mean, I think a regular roof would kind of just interrupt this little pipe thing going up. And I kind of like how it goes up. Most of the pipes here aren't very tall, so having a tall pipe once in a while is good. I think it looks better when it connects to the ground like that, rather than sitting on top of the stone brick. But I mean, yeah, this is actually surprisingly good. I think I might remove this, though. Yeah, I think certain things were too cluttered. But I mean, overall, this is actually better than I kind of hoped it would turn out. Because, I mean, this is the one house that I kind of dreaded trying to build because it's super awkward. And I think off camera, I'll add in a couple flower pots or some stuff like that. Just to give it a bit more of a homey feel, I guess. But I like the texture. I always like the nether brick and brown terracotta and cracked combination. It's pretty decent. This side is a bit plain, but I think I can probably stick a pipe here or maybe some graffiti or something. Because I do actually have... Ooh, another thing. Trash bags. I could do that. Or a trash can. I think a trash can with some composters would be good there. I think I might do that. Yeah, I actually have some graffiti over here that's pretty hilarious. Like, if a creeper ever comes up here and blows this up, it is going to be such a pain to put these back. Like, I have a screenshot just in case that happens, because it's almost inevitable that a creeper spawns and blows up while I'm, like, AFK or something. And then we stick the lid on. Yeah. I think that's perfectly decent. It's a nice little detail. And it kind of fits. It covers up this blank spot. Alright. Well, we got 2 houses done. And there's only 1, 2, and kind of a half because this isn't detailed. And then we'll be completely done this area. That's huge. Alright, well, that's it for this episode. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.